What's up YouTube, Saf here on SuperSaf TV, and in this video we're going to be looking at the top 5 upcoming smartphones of 2017. So 2016 was an interesting year with some major successes and some major failures, and 2017 promises to be an exciting year with a flagship already announced in the form of the HTC U Ultra. Now I'm going to be touching on some of the features that we can expect from some of these devices based on some leaks and rumors, but I'm not going to be going into too much detail. If you want to see a detailed video of any one of these, then drop that in the comment section below and I will try to do one in the near future. So getting straight to it, as I already mentioned, the HTC U Ultra has already been announced. So that is the first one this year. And that may mean that we're not going to see an HTC 11. If we do see an HTC 11, it may be a mid-ranger because the U series is now HTC's new flagship. And that is a bit of a shame because the HTC 10 was quite a nice smartphone overall. But the U Ultra does look quite nice and we'll check that out on the channel. Now after that, we are likely to see the LG G6. That's in February, so before MWC. Now the G5 wasn't a great success, as we know. The design was heavily criticized and LG's attempt at modular smartphones didn't work out too well. So it does look like LG are going to be ditching this for the LG G6. And so far we've already seen a teaser from LG. Big screen, smaller body, waterproof, capture it all at once, reliable. Now based on this and other leaks, it looks like we are going to be seeing a larger display, so 5.7 inches and with a slightly different aspect ratio, 18:9 as opposed to 16:9, which we see on all of the smartphones. Now because of the big screen, smaller body, it would suggest that we're not going to see much of a bezel. That will be nice. And there is also waterproofing, so that will be good, something that was not available on the G5. We are likely to see a similar dual camera setup, so a standard lens as well as a super wide lens, which I really did like. It was on the G5 as well as the V20. And the capture it all at once tag could mean that we can take images from both lenses at the same time. So a standard image as well as a super wide image. That will be very cool. Now, the next big flagship that we're expecting is the Samsung Galaxy S8 as well as the S8 Edge. Because of the issues with the Note 7, it looks like this has been pushed back. So Samsung are trying to figure out what the issues were with the Note 7 so they're not repeated on the S8 and S8 Edge. So April is looking likely to be the release date for these. Now from the design leaks that we've seen so far, it looks like we're gonna have a similar design and build, so metal with glass, but we're likely to have very small bezels on the top and bottom. So small that there's not gonna be enough space for a home button. And this may mean that the fingerprint scanner is going to be embedded within the display. If that is the case, that's going to be absolutely dope. We may also see dual cameras because that has become the trend, but nothing solid in terms of leaks as yet. We may also lose the headphone jack. This is something a lot of manufacturers are doing these days too. Snapdragon 830 processor with an Exynos version as well. 6 or maybe even 8 gigabytes of RAM, so it's going to be super duper fast. And some other leaks are suggesting that we might see a 4K display. Now, this may be a bit of a long shot, but it could also happen because Samsung are very much heavy on VR, and 4K would be absolutely awesome for VR. 4K may be reserved for the larger version. The larger version may also have a stylus, so this would be the case if they are deciding to ditch the Note series because of all the bad publicity that has come from the Note 7. It's still a bit of a question mark, but it will definitely be interesting to see. Now, mid-2017 is when we may be seeing the OnePlus 4. Very minimal leaks and rumors right now, but we may have a glass build. Snapdragon 830 is what's looking likely, with the Snapdragon 835 coming out with the OnePlus 4T. 8 gigabytes of RAM is looking very likely because we had 6 last year, and also an up in resolution. So we've traditionally had full HD displays on the OnePlus series, but it looks like the OnePlus 4 may be the first OnePlus with a Quad HD resolution. Dual cameras are also rumored, so this may be something that we see on there. And the price may also increase. It has been increasing on version upon version for the OnePlus series. So that's something that may happen. Hopefully they will keep it the same. Now, following on from that in September is going to be a big one because this is the 10th year anniversary for the iPhones. So we're likely to see the iPhone 8 with a brand new design. It may not be called the iPhone 8. They might just stick to calling it the iPhone. And in terms of build materials, it looks like we're going to have a steel frame with glass panels on the front and back. That is one rumor. The other rumor is that we might be seeing something ceramic like we have with the Apple Watches. Updated resolution could happen. Apple have kept their resolution the same for many years now. So this may be the year that we see some better resolution from the iPhones, and we may also have an OLED panel instead of the standard IPS that we've been having for the past few years. This will give us some deeper blacks as well as better colors overall. An embedded home button may also happen like we were talking about earlier with the S8. This will be very, very nice and also help get rid of those bezels, those big bezels that we have both on the top and the bottom of the iPhones currently. And we may also have wireless charging this year, maybe the first iPhone with wireless charging. But there is a new technology that Apple have been looking into, which is called WhatsApp. And this allows apparently wireless charging with the distance of up to 15 feet. So this is true wireless charging. Whether that comes this year or maybe in the next couple of years, we'll have to wait and see. But if it does come this year, it's going to be epic. We may see some slightly larger display sizes, so maybe up to 5 inches for the standard iPhone, and for the Plus model, we might be getting up to 5.7 because of the decreased bezel sizes. And we're still likely to see a single and dual camera setup like we had this year. Now, towards the end of the year, so we're talking October, November time, is when we're likely to see the Pixel and Pixel XL version 2. Now, it is very early, so there haven't been many leaks and rumors as yet, but in terms of predictions, Google could go down one of two routes. They could go down the Apple route and have incremental updates, so we could have, say, the Google Pixel S or something like that, or we could have some fresh designs, which I do hope they will have. We're going to have the latest processor, so it's likely to be the Snapdragon 835. Maybe 6 or even 8 gigabytes of RAM. Water and dust resistance is something that was missing on the previous year's Pixels. So this year it is likely to come here to keep up with the competition. Improved cameras, maybe even a dual camera setup of some sort. And the latest and greatest from Android without a doubt. Now with the Note, we might see a Note 8, we might not see a Note 8. I do hope we see one. But as mentioned, because of the bad publicity of the Note 7, Samsung may just ditch that. We might see a version of the Note with a different name, possibly, just to kind of go away from the past. But this is all up in the air right now, and nothing is confirmed as yet. Now, if you want to customize the look of your existing smartphone or one that you'll be getting later on, then definitely check out our sponsor for this video, which is Dbrand. Dbrand skins are a great and inexpensive way to make your smartphone look unique, and I'll be leaving a link to them in the description below if you want to check them out. So those were some of the upcoming smartphones of 2017 which we're likely to see this year. Which one are you most looking forward to? Drop that in the comment section below and let me know. And if there's one of these in particular that you want to see a detailed leaks and rumors video for, then do also let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then please do hit that thumbs up button for me. It really does help me out. And if you want to see coverage of all of these as and when they come out, then be sure to subscribe or switch on notifications if you have already subscribed, and that way you will see all of the latest content first. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time.